What is up, everybody? Matt Modi here with Jedi Modi Sports Betting, and we are here to talk to you about Thursday night football. We got just an incredibly exciting matchup between the Jaguars and the Saints, and I'm here to talk you through it and give out two picks that I really like for this game. Real quick, I do want to apologize for the status of my voice. Went to the Phillies game, screamed my head off completely, lost my voice. Hopefully, it comes back to me sooner rather than later, but that is why I sound very raspy. But before we can get into any picks regarding Thursday Night Football, I do need to do a recap of how the NFL has gone with me. Unfortunately, really has not gone well at all. As you can see on the screen here, player props specifically have just been killing me. The underdogs have been fine. The four sharp picks that I do weekly mostly been fine, even though we had a bad week last week. Zero downs 0.01 units, which isn't horrible. It's the player props that have been killing me. Hopefully, we can get this thing to turn around. I appreciate everybody who has been sticking with me. Fade me or tail with me. I appreciate everybody for watching. And let's chat about this Thursday night football game. So on the main line, I do have one pick for you guys, and I'm just going to go with the Saints money line. I got it at minus 117 odds at Sporttrade. I admittedly don't love this game at all. It's a Thursday night football game with a Saints team that is great defensively, but pretty brutal offensively. They're at home going up against a Jags team that is admittedly on a roll, but just really not sure how much we can actually trust them. And then also, most importantly, they're dealing with a banged up quarterback in Trevor Lawrence. At the end of the game last week, Trevor Lawrence had a knee sprain. That's what the reports were. Now, reports are saying that it was a mild knee sprain and that he's going to try to play this game on Thursday. But also, with that said, he hasn't practiced at all, and the backup quarterback CJ Beathard has taken all of the first string snaps. So, really not sure what's going on there. It is a little bit scary. Even if he plays, you assume that his mobility is going to be affected, which I don't love. And then because of this information, money has slowly been starting to come in on the Saints. This money line odds opened up at minus 104. Now they're at minus 117 at Sporttrade. And Sporttrade is still giving you the best odds. Every other book, including the sharp ones, this is in the minus 120. So there is some value here on the Saints that I like. The Saints offense has been brutal, but they have at least been consistently good on defense. They have the seventh best defense in the NFL, according to DVOA. Now, the Jags have been good as well. I'm definitely not trying to take anything away from the Jags, but they currently have the 13th ranked offense, and that's with a healthy Trevor Lawrence. Now, again, we don't know if he's going to play, and if he does play, what he's going to look like. So because of that uncertainty, I actually do like the Saints in this one. They're the home team, which I like. They at least have the healthier quarterback, even though Derek Carr hasn't been that great, which I like as well. So for our plays on the main line, I like the Saints. I'm going with the Saints as our first play. Next up, I have one player prop for you guys as well. And what we are taking is Derek Carr to go under 239.5 passing yards. This is at minus 115 odds at BetMGM. I know that this might sound a little bit counterintuitive because I'm on the Saints money line and I'm also on the Saints, on Carr to go under his passing yardage prop. But I find this game, I think both can happen, right? Carr can go under his passing yards and the Saints can still win. And I find this game the ultimate opportunity where it's good to fade Carr. Now, all of this research is coming from props.cash. If you don't have props.cash, sign up using promo code MODI25. Helps me out, gets you 25% off a month. But regardless, like I said, I do find this a good situation where we can fade Derek Carr, at least for his passing yards. Last week, he threw for 353 passing yards. That was the highest of the year by far. He barely even reached over 300 in one of the games. The next closest was 305. So season high of him for him by far. Overall, he's on the year. He's only hit 240 passing yards twice this year. He did it in week 1 when he threw for 305, and then he did it last week. What's more likely than not going to happen in this game is the assumption here that the Jags are going to struggle a little bit on offense with the banged up Trevor Lawrence or a CJ Beathard. So the Saints are probably going to opt for the ball control offense keep the ball out of Derek Carr's hands and rely on their running game. Obviously, Kamara came back a couple weeks ago. He's looked fine. Jamal Williams should be coming back in this game as well from a hamstring injury. And they also have rookie Kendre Miller. And they also love to run the ball with Taysom Hill as well. So they do have some options on the ground game. And the Jaguars defense is also pretty good, right? If you look at DVOA, they have the 8th best defense in the NFL and the 10th best passing defense in the NFL. So I know that, again, that might seem counterintuitive going against Carr's passing and with the Saints with the Saints winning the game straight up, but I think both can happen. And I do think that regardless, this is a good opportunity, as I mentioned, to fade Derek Carr. He really hasn't been good all year. DVOA ranks him as the 18th ranked quarterback in the NFL. Success rate has him as the 21st ranked quarterback in the NFL. So he's not among the worst. He's not like a Daniel Jones or anything like that, but he's also not been good at all. And if you just look at the Saints offense overall, 20th ranked offense in the NFL, according to DVOA. They're not brutal by any means, but they're also not that good. I think in this game, it's going to be a lower scoring game. The total's at like 40, so I didn't really love how low the total was. That's why I opted for the Saints to win straight up, and that's why I opted for Carr to go under his passing yards as well. My guess is that this is going to close closer to 235 and a half or closer to 232 and a half. And I know that this doesn't matter to anybody, but with the majority of our player props that haven't hit, we beat the closing line, right? On Thursday Night Football last week, again, nobody cares. I get it. But we got Devontae Adams to go over 6.5 receptions for plus money, plus 102. It closed at minus 135. That was Monday Night Football last week. For Thursday Night Football last week, we got Marvin Mims to go over 16.5 receiving yards. He closed at 19.5. So the CLV, the closing line value, is on our side. The results have not been, but generally, if you're generating positive closing line value, the actual money, the bets will start hitting as well. That's what I'm banking on. So 2 plays for you guys tonight. Saints money line, Derek Carr under 239.5 passing yards. If you are riding with me, make sure to comment and let me know. If you are fading me because I've been struggling, that's also fine. More than happy to have you comment and let me know as well. Other than that, remember to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you everybody for watching, and have a good one.